Now y'all should be able to hear me. Alright, a big howdy hi there, history lovers. I hope everyone is doing alright. My brain is like mashed potatoes right now because of Miss Myrtle. I had to make myself a list. I'm so tangled up tonight. But I wanted to do an update for everybody. I've got two lists actually. This is a big deal. So I want to do an update on myself, on the dog, on my sort of semi-absence here from YouTube, and on some upcoming things that you guys might be interested in, including a monthly giveaway that I'm going to start doing here on the main channel. So stay tuned for that. Also, right after this stream ends, I'm going to try and set up really quickly and do the monthly giveaway for my Patreons. So, everybody who's a Patreon, stay tuned for that. I'll be putting a link over on Patreon for the monthly giveaway for Patreon. If you guys didn't notice, last month over at Patreon, I gave away a Confederate button. So those guys are getting pretty good odds at some nice stuff every month. And if you guys are interested, I'll put a link down below. There's probably one already there, but I'll put one here in a minute. Anyway, carrying on with my list, because we got two lists and we got to keep moving just for the sake of trying to keep this moving along. Wanted to give you guys an update on what's been going on with me. I've been really busy with my dog Myrtle. Basically been living on the floor with her. She had a major surgery a month ago, and as a result, she has had an 8 to 12 week recovery period. It's been a pretty big deal. Let me go over here to the web browser. Hopefully you guys can still hear me pretty good. This is Miss Myrtle, and she's had a pretty big, long ordeal. She had what is known as a TPO surgery, and basically, let's see if I can scroll through her hips. She had double juvenile hip dysplasia here, and you can see her hips didn't fit in the sockets right. And so they had to do a surgery. It was affecting her legs, a lot of different things. And they basically did a surgery where they put in a steel plate here. They broke her pelvis in 3 places, and they bolted it back together in one place. The other 2 places where it was broken down through here had to heal on their own. So it's been a process of trying to keep her exceedingly calm, and it's been now 7 weeks since the first surgery that I've basically been living here in the basement with the dog and on the floor for the most part. Let's see if I can keep scrolling. As you guys can see, this was the first week of her recovery. She's back here laying down, and I was sleeping right here every night on the floor. And all my relics have been taken down. Kind of had to redo the whole basement to accommodate this. So these are just pictures of her sleep every night, like 24 hours a day maintenance and monitoring during those early weeks of her recovery. So this is me on the floor with her, you know, night after night, trying to make sure she's okay. And we're really hopeful that she's healed up okay. We're going back on September the 10th. These are some more of her surgery recovery photos. This is poor Myrtle recovering. We go back on September 10th, and they're going to operate on the other side of her. Hopefully, if she has healed completely from this surgery and properly, our fingers are crossed. I've been filled with anxiety 24 hours a day that she might not be healing right. And if she's not healing right, they're going to have to open her up and redo this surgery in addition to the second surgery. So I don't know how that's going to go down, if they'll do it all at once or what the deal is. But this is pretty much my outlook right here. Me sitting on the floor with the dog till mid-December. With that said, I have been out once or twice, I think, really briefly for a couple hours, got a couple bullets, but then it was right back to the floor with the dog. So that's what's been going on. I have been doing some home projects. I innovated this brand new Garrett AT Pro coil cover, which I think is going to catch on. it's, I mean, it's pretty forward thinking if you ask me. But anyway, here's a brief look at the house
here, which I kind of sectioned
that
off
I've had to rearrange everything.
The first 2 weeks of her recovery. So we spent the first 2 weeks kind of locked in this little bitty area with her, keeping her from moving. Anytime she moved, we had to be with her. Now we're opened up and have, typically during the day, we're over here in this little area, and then at night, or when she's getting calm, I open this up, and her and I have been sharing this bed at night, which is no kind of comfortable situation. So, at any rate.
Anyway, that's what's going on with that, with the dog situation, just so that you know. Now, moving on, I haven't been making a lot of content because of that, and I've been going stir crazy. I really want to make some content. I've been trying to think of what kind of content I can make to keep you guys interested and keep you guys going. So I am going to start trying to make some more content, research type content, helping you guys learn how you can research sites on your own and get out and do some relic hunting. Maybe you guys can send me pictures and I can live vicariously through you for a while. But I'm also going to be doing some deep dives on relics again, like I did with the Hotchkiss shells in the past, and just try and do some informational type videos that might help you guys out. Additionally, moving on to the second page now, I'm going to be starting a brand new series of videos, a weekly series. They're going to be coming out Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock. Every Wednesday night there's going to be a new video out. And it's going to be a series that talks about the Civil War. And, you know, we find ourselves in really kind of trying and divisive times right now, and there's times of national unrest, and cities across our nation are being burnt to the ground and looted and destroyed, and it's just, there's a lot going on, and it's wrecking whole communities, and I think tearing our country apart. There's been a lot of talk of civil war across the country, and I don't think a lot of people realize what that entails. And lately we've been seeing just some crazy stuff, cities being burned and people openly being shot in the streets, and I think it's disconcerting to me, and to my family here, and my parents, just all of us. I think it's a little disconcerting to see this going on across the country. And as people have talked about it may be causing a civil war, I thought maybe I would help remember what the Civil War was really like. And I think that the best way to do that might be in an unbiased way as to what it was like for those people of the time. So starting this Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Eastern, we'll begin airing a new video series examining the American Civil War through the eyes and words of those who knew it best, the soldiers themselves. And the Civil War Diaries will offer weekly episodes taking a deeper dive into the diaries, journals, and official records that offer first-hand accounts of the American Civil War, free from political correctness, modern influence, or subjective, agenda-driven narrative. I'm simply going to give you the words and thoughts of actual soldiers in America's bloodiest conflict, and offer some context as to where they were at the time. I'm not going to stir it up with what I think, but we will look at where they were and how maybe the battles or things that progressed that led them to where they were. So we'll be starting that up. I think it will be a good way to remind us of some of the history that is being erased across our country and forgotten across our country, clearly, because people think that a civil war would be a good idea, and I don't really think that it would. So that was a mouthful. Now I can go back to list one, which is a much easier. Oh, it's a double-sided list. Y'all don't get the backside, I promise. This is just my, like, oh my gosh, list. So anyway, with that said, the new series will be starting this Wednesday. That means I really got to get my junk together and wrestle with the old dog all week to get this done, but I think I'm going to get it done this week, and hopefully it will be a series that I can progressively grow and get better for you guys and help share a little bit of our nation's history. I hope everybody can hear me and that I haven't been muted for the last 27 minutes. Now, with that said, I'm also going to be starting a monthly giveaway for the main channel. Now, I've been doing monthly giveaways for my Patreons. If you guys aren't aware of that, again, I will put a link down below. Let's have a look real quick. Let's see if I can open that up, and I can click this hair button here. There's my Patreon site. If you haven't seen it, it is at patreon.com/BirdDogg. For as little as $1 a month, you can get in over there. You get exclusive posts, and I swear I'm going to get back on that, patrons. And best of all, you get a monthly giveaway for as little as $1 a month. And last month, a Virginia button got given away. So that was pretty exciting. This month, we're giving away this undug GAR button. It's got a beautiful water Scoville manufacturing back mark on it. Really great little button. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to be wrestling with tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. But here is the Confederate Virginia button that we gave away last month. It's a one-piece Confederate button. So, yeah, over there at Patreon, you can get in on some good giveaways, and your odds are pretty good. I think there's 17 patrons signed up over there. So that's pretty good odds on a Confederate button. 1 in 17 or 18. Anyway, I've also given away books and various other things, and I like to give all of them a Christmas gift, that sort of thing. So if you're interested in Patreon, you can go check that out if you like. The link is down below. With that said, I think I've pretty well made it through the list, and I can now take a second and read some of these comments and see how everyone is doing and who all is here, and say hello in person to everyone. Hello, Roxanne, Digging Canuck, Jim, Jeff, Robert, Bob, Reef. Well, we got quite a few people in here tonight for my channel. So I'm happy. There's Spike. I'm happy to see all of you. Jeff Nelson, Brian Wayne. Now I'm going to start to more inclusively read some of these. Yes, I'm doing great. The puppy's doing crazy. She's laying over here with Cassie Lee right now, being pretty good. Semper Paratus. I love it. Yes, indeed. The Coast Guard motto. And are you fellow Coast Guard? Yes, of course. Reef 169. Hello. I know who I'm talking to. Yes, the puppy. My buddy Keith is texting me. Speaking of which, Keith and I have a metal detecting adventure planned for next week. So I'm going to get out. I'm going to film it. We've been planning. We plan to go once a year. And yeah, I'm really excited. We're going on a metal detecting adventure. Yeah, Miss Myrtle had to rock my shades for a little bit. And I am an animal lunatic. I think I love animals more than people themselves, Bob. Sorry, I'm reading through these as quick as I can, everybody. Thank you, Jim, so much for your thoughts and prayers. I appreciate it. I'm really concerned about Miss Myrtle. The leg she had operated on is kind of buckling a little bit lately, and it's got me worried. Let me go back to my face only. Sorry about that. It's been buckling a little bit when she's walking, and I mean, I know it's only 7 weeks out from having her pelvis broken 3 times, but it's 24-hour-a-day anxiety, because I won't know until we go back for the second surgery if she has messed up the first surgery. If she's messed up the first surgery, they're going to have to go back in and fix that again, in addition to fixing the other side, and they have to do it all before she's a year old. It's a time constraint on it because her bones are growing. And yeah, I don't know. But after that, if she doesn't get it done now, then the next option is to go to like Ohio for like a $10,000 surgery, which is crazy. And this is already $10,000 surgery, which is crazy. So with that said, I am really anxiety ridden 24 hours a day, worrying that she is going to be okay. So thank all of you for sending your good thoughts to it. Happy, joy, happy, joy. I miss old Ren and Stimpy episodes, you know it? The Civil War was hell on earth. You're right, Brian. And I hope we don't have to go through it again. Although I hope we do find some more relics from it. Something does have to change. Something has to change. And something has to give right now. Our country's imploding. I don't know where this goes. Where does this go? Where does this go from here? Oh, scary. Hello, Stubbs. Yes, that was a nice low convex. It was a great button. I mean, it's not beautiful shape, but hey, man, that's a Virginia one piece, and it was the only Virginia one piece I ever found. It's a good button. I'm glad to see it have a good home. Somebody who appreciates history, you know? So, did I get the SP24 coil? Mine came in yesterday. I did. I've had it for quite a while now. I have been enjoying it. I've been enjoying the circular one too. I'm kind of a little confused on the circular one, why it wasn't a concentric, why it's still a double D, but I do like the shape of the small circular one. But I've been using the amphibio a lot lately because of water hunting, and I don't know. The tone break on the simplex for iron isn't high enough for my liking in a way. I like that grunty grunt in the water where I'm like, ooh, iron, iron. Okay, I'm going to keep moving. I did get the SB24 though, and I like it. It feels a little heavy, but I like it. Water. I lost the context of water. No, that wasn't a water find. That was a land find. The Virginia button. Blue Chick's name was Pepper. Lost her to a car long ago. I'm sorry about that, Stubbs. I hope we don't lose our little girl to anything at this point. She's our golden goose. A copy of my grandfather's World War II after action reports from crossing the English Channel to setting the end of the war. Thank God he made it home. That's pretty cool, Robert. I found in my grandmother's garage, one time a big oak tree. It was my daughter's birthday. And a huge oak tree that had been in my grandfather's backyard for, gosh, I mean, who knows, 100 years. It fell. And it went straight through the garage. My grandfather had hand-built the whole house, like, right after World War II, and the garage and everything. And this oak tree, I just backed my grandma's Ford LTD out of the garage because it had my daughter's birthday presents in it. And this oak tree fell, and it went straight through the garage, and it decimated the garage. And my grandfather had been dead since 1980, I believe. And in that garage, I found these boxes of letters that he had sent her from World War II. And there were, I don't know, maybe 150 letters. I may be wrong, but about that many letters. And I went through and sorted them chronologically and put them in a big notebook binder and gave them to my family. And I am not sure where it is now. Someone in my family has it, but it's really a cool piece of my family history because it's letters from him from World War II talking about everything that was going on. And I don't know. I would like to highlight some of those one day. Spike was in Iraq during the insurgency. Oh my gosh, Spike. Thank you for your service. And oh my God. I watch these videos on YouTube that just make me like crawl up inside myself. It's crazy the things that not only our soldiers go through, but the people who live over there in that type of environment. And Lieutenant McCamey adventure was great stuff. I enjoyed the search. Thank you, Lane. That was a really cool, another kind of full circle strange kismet type moment. And there was one I did another one recently with O'Bannon, where I found a soldier from Kentucky's silver tag and was able to find his grave as well and go check that out, another Confederate soldier. And I love those kind of things that come full circle as opposed to just a bullet or an unidentifiable relic. Water hunt coming up, yes. I've got a couple guys coming to town I'm going to take hunting. We're actually going out of town to hunt. And then, it's going to be water hunting. So, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. You never know. But I will be off the floor with the dog, so I'm really looking forward to it because I get a couple days, and then, again, Myrtle's surgery is September 10th, and The first 4 weeks, I will literally be laying on the floor with her pretty much 24 hours a day. This is going to be uh, pretty much what my world looks like for 4 weeks starting September 10th. So, but I will be sticking my laptop in there and continuing to try and make some content. And again, I'm going to be trying to make it's going to be just kind of informational content that might help you guys out, because right now I have to live vicariously through all of you. So hopefully it will inspire you to get out and find some history of your own, through research and through just thinking about history itself and all of the items that are still out there, and the importance of people knowing about history. And that's one of the things I want to do with this new series, is try and just help share history. I mean, I know a lot of people don't care anymore in a lot of ways, and it's sort of a niche little thing to care about all of this, but I hope that there can be awareness of it, because it's being forgotten, and I think that's a large part of why our society finds ourselves in the position we're in now. So, yeah, built his house. Grandfather built his house and garage after World War II also. All USMC. My grandfather was in the Army. He was an engineer. I only wish I could talk about his experience. He was part of the Bumblebee dive bomb unit. Wow, that's pretty cool. Very cool. My grandfather was in a couple campaigns. I think he was over with Patton for a little bit, maybe. I don't know. My dad could tell you more about it than I could, and I need to get better versed on everything he did for sure. My brain is mashed potatoes right now. I enjoy animals more than people most time also, yes. If it was a random stranger or a random animal and you had to save one of the two, I don't know. I'm not going to say. I'd save the animal. Just random people. I don't know. You know. I don't know. That's a terrible thing to say. It's inhumane, but I just, if it was a dog or something, oh my goodness. Yes, we need more info about Lieutenant McCamey. What happened to his coat you found? It's been restored, and there's a guy who has it in a beautiful glass case right next to a Yankee coat, and it's being well preserved and taken care of in climate-controlled conditions. Excuse me. I've been talking forever, and I'm all out of soda dope. But he has the means to take care of it. He spent quite a bit of money to get it taken care of and preserved. So that was a great thing that I'm really happy that happened, and just that his history is being preserved. So, fortunate thing happened while on dig. What happened, Bobby? For what it's worth, I spent a week at the beach with the Simplex. Did great in the wet sand. Excellent on idling bottle caps. Okay, that's good to know, Dave. I'm hoping to go to the beach with the dog once she's fully healed up and just let her run like a racehorse. Just once she's healed up and her hips are good, I just want to let her she's never been to the beach, and I want her to have like the most exciting time of her life and just run. It hurts my heart to even think, and it seems like so far away. Yeah. Anyway, if you ever get around Chickamauga, Georgia, let's get together and save some history. Hey, Justin, I'm always around Chickamauga, Georgia. I'm around this area a lot. Yeah, I'm down in the Chickamauga area, here and there. Other grandfather was an engineer as well on the Rhine River Bridge. How cool is that? That's where Patton peed off the bridge, isn't it? I don't know if you've ever seen the picture. If you guys haven't seen the picture of Patton peeing off the bridge, hold on. Maybe I can find it. They might take my video down. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't show a picture of Patton peeing off the bridge. I mean, because I want people to see this video, at least to know that I'm going to start this series and yada yada. But there is, just look it up. Just look up Patton peeing off bridge. I think that was over the Rhine. Bob will know. It was on the bridge when it collapsed. Holy cow. Did he survive, Bob? I don't know if that's even possible. But Myrtle will outdig you. She definitely will outdig you. My yard right now looks like I've been aerial bombed. I mean, there's these holes everywhere in my yard right now that she's been digging up when she goes outside, and she's actually doing really well. She's walking around well now, but it's just there's still like a weird lameness in her leg, and sometimes it goes all wonky when she takes a step. It kind of, I don't know. I'm just praying it's still muscle weakness. I think about like if they had broken my pelvis in 3 places and it had only been 7 weeks, would I be okay? Would I be walking? Would I be limping? I don't know. I limp sometimes just after a hard day of relic hunting. So, went to dig one of my signals with the sinkhole opened up. The ground gave way as I stuck the shovel in. Oh my gosh, Bobby. There's some sinkholes opening up in Kentucky. Did you see the one that ate the Corvette factory? I mean, that's pretty insane. It's on video. They have video of this, like a bunch of Corvettes sitting there 1 minute, and then just woof, Corvettes fall into a hole in the earth. So, Roxanne, am I the only woman here? I dig too, and I have a museum at home. I don't know if you're the only woman here. There are several women who frequent the Cherry Knoll, Carrie, and Digging Canuck, and there's several women who have come through here. But largely, if you look at my analytics, it says that it's like men who follow my channel. So he survived. He fell into the water, only hurt his ankle, and was back building in a couple days. Amazing. There's a different breed of men back in the day. And that's something else I hope to feature and highlight with this Civil War Diaries series, is just how tough and how much these men had to endure. I mean, imagine just for a moment taking a 20-mile forced march where they're forcing you to march and you're in a pair of homemade shoes and homemade wool socks that you've been marching in the rain for like 5 days. Yeah, like most modern men would like give up. And you're not on a road or anything. You're hiking up and down hills and through the woods, and you're sick and you've eaten like a few crackers and some weird bad pork. I don't know. Check the temperature of water peeing off a bridge. A southern boy can tell you the depth. Yeah, pretty much. Every time she'll be better than ever. I hope so, Michael. Thank you, guys. All right. I don't think I want to keep you guys on here forever. Favorite find is a Nazi plate. You have it on video on your channel. That's awesome, Roxanne. I'll have to check that out when I'm sitting here on the floor with Myrtle. But I am trying to stay super busy. And my plans are for next year to go extremely hard with the channel. I've actually been doing a lot of work here kind of behind the scenes. I've been writing a lot of articles that actually my Patreons are going to get access to those articles. And I have been working on some other deals with the products that I use, and some new products I intend to use, some underwater type products for looking for Civil War stuff. So I got some exciting things in the works for next year, and I'm really looking forward to Myrtle getting healed up and hoping that everything goes smoothly with her, and really going to try and push hard next year with content with the channel. And so spending a lot of time getting my stuff together for that. And there's also another new surprise on the horizon that I've been working on. So with that, I don't want to keep you guys. I'm going to read through these last couple comments, and we're going to wrap this up. Your time should be better. Favorite time is Civil War soldiers were cut from a different thread back then. Indeed, Bobby. Okay. With that, I should have brought myself another soda. But with that, I'm going to wrap it up with you guys and just say thank you so very much for stopping in. Stay tuned. Starting this coming Wednesday, the new series will start. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I'll release a new video. It's not going to be live or anything. It's just going to be released, so it's not any rush. You don't have to rush to watch it. Just subscribe and hit like and hit the little notification bell, and you'll get the notification when a new episode is out, and you will be getting the words and the view of the Civil War straight from the horse's mouth, straight from the Civil War soldiers who were there and lived it, and some factual information about it so that you can better see what it would actually be like to suffer through a Civil War. Maybe we can spread that history around and share it so that we might not make those mistakes again in the future. With that, really appreciate you guys. I'm going back to the floor with Miss Myrtle and letting Cassie Lee go to sleep, and I really appreciate you guys. I will finish out reading these last few comments, and I'm going to get back on the flow. So until next time, we'll see you then. See you Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Oh, and there'll be a channel-wide giveaway. I'm going to get off here. Patreons, try and get my junk together really quick and do your all's giveaway here as soon as we get off here, so stand by to stand by. With that, I'm going to finish these last comments. See you guys Wednesday.